Achrein hat nicht mehr Achet mehr Zier gerät, auf mir Achet sei, Kol Yisrael, in demselben Minyan, wie das ist in Teiro.
The Rebbe gave us the special opportunity to learn Rambam, but not just as a personal growth, to grow your own personal limud Torah and your knowledge. But the way the Rebbe gave it over is in a way that it's something that's supposed to include the entire community. Men, women, and children, everyone has the opportunity to be involved in Rambam. To me, the Achdus factor of learning Rambam is very inspirational.
I know when I'm learning Rambam, I know I'm doing what the Rebbe wants me to do. But I take that time out of my day and I devote it to what the Rebbe wants. I know that this is what I'm doing is right.
Anybody who wants to improve their life, whoever wants to see their parnasa improve, more brachas come in. Definitely I've seen extra brachas coming in. Without changing anything, it's all attributed to the Rambam. I can't find a different reason why it happened.
Was gerät sind vom Pesach on, bei Negeis Akvies Itim und Shiuri, in Limus von Sefer Mishneh der Yada Chazokot von dem Rambam.
So from the very beginning, I was doing 3 prakim a day. Now, what does it mean doing? There are easier prakim, obviously. But when it came to harder prakim, I would make sure just to go through it. Rabbi Samuels from Milwaukee, he was a big koch in the Rambam. And he always, when we would meet, he'd say, "Are you learning it and are you at least understanding it?" And I said, "No." But he said, you can't just say it. You have to learn it."
About 8 years ago, I was sitting shiva with my father, and someone came to be Menachem, my brothers and I. He was telling us the Rebbe's first mimer was Basi Lagani. To be part of what the Rebbe wants, you take the word Basi, and its Beis is for Bereshus, the first word in Chumash, and Aleph is for Ashrei, the first word in Tehillim, and Taf is the first word in Tanya, and then Yud is Yisodei HaTorah for Rambam. And so that had a profound effect on me, and I took upon myself I would do 1 parak a day.
This past year, for my Yom Haledes, I said enough is enough. I am going to finally do Rambam the right way. I'm going to use one of the Magidi Shiurim that they have on Chabad.org, and just as long as it is, as long as it takes, that's what's going to happen. And that is, I'm soon going to be concluding.
About 4 years ago, I ran into a situation where I worked for a company for 12 years, and parts of the company were being sold off, and I found myself a little bit challenged with Parnasa. I sent out resumes. I faxed upon him to the Rebbe, and I asked for brachas, and the things just weren't materializing. They weren't moving. And then there was a video that came out of a bunch of young Lubavitchers. They did a big push for 3 brakim, and they said that it solved this problem, it solved that problem, it solved this problem. You should try it, just do it. I didn't take it upon myself then, and then one day I was driving to work. I was heading to my office, and I said, you know what do I have to lose? Let me try it for 1 week. 1 week, let me try it. Let me see what happens. I resolved then that I would do it, and I would do it religiously for 1 week, 3 prakim Rambam. And I get to my office, get on my computer, and I get into my email, and there's an email there from a company that wants to hire me. 10 minutes from the time I resolved to do 3 prakim Rambam, I had an interview.
I have seen this year something unusual happened in my shlichus. For no other reason, I didn't change any other thing else that I was doing except for learning Rambam, and the amount of fundraising that I was able to achieve was way above what happened in previous years. I'm telling you, 2 previous years, the fundraising went down, but this past year, whatever was lost in the last 2 years was totally made up this year. And just as a side, my latest grandson was born this year, the year I made the achlata on the Rambam's yard site.
When I resolved to do it for just 1 week, I saw the results right away. I said, okay, fine. So 1 week passed, and I said, you know what, I'm going to continue because I see I'm just happier. It just feels good. And then a month passed, and 2 months passed, 3 months passed. The next thing I know, it's a year passed. It's almost 4 years that I've been doing 3 prakim Rambam every single day.
I don't necessarily have a miracle story or a bracha necessarily that begilui of learning Rambam, but the main thing is, this is what the Rebbe wants, and it's a skashus to the Rebbe. That's why I learned Rambam.
Zudem darf sich aber haben suchen Mittel, a viele schlelisch mal Mittel. Soll Peil sein, bei noch einen, soll lernen Rambam oder Messiv sein in seinem Limud der Rambam. Ist eine von der hat, ist in Joni, was ist ein Gott, glaube ich nicht mal. Eising Simcha Ligmar Shel Teira. Allah has come become to Asim from Kol HaRambam Kule, wo das die Kehle Kol Terische Balpe Kule. Also schreibt der Rambam. Seit man bepasst und bederach hat Teva, als das Werde von der Wust als zweiten Nieden, pielt das bei ihm Azose. Der Zeichen, dass mit der Sturm wird als Amisort Azose, wo sie Peil Polosi bis wann unter der Messiv der Herre in Limud der Rambam oder im Chadischen Limud der Rambam. Bis wann unter Berger an Neris Lehoire Maschpiach noch in Naru.
It's hard to learn Rambam because it takes time. Once I put it on my schedule to learn it first thing in the morning, it sort of took off a struggle. It's automatic. As soon as I have the chance, I'm starting Rambam, and now at least a certain degree, the struggle is went away. And now it's just on my daily list of things that I do every single day.
Put the Rambam in my tefillin bag, which I take to shul, and then I take to work, and then I bring home. And during the day, if I know I have 5-10 minutes that I'm not scheduled in a meeting, I take it out and I learn it, or I go on Chabad.org and I learn it from there if I can't get it, and I try and get through it during the day.
Putting it on my daily schedule. That's all that it takes, making sure it's on my schedule first thing in the morning, as soon as possible. After davening, as soon as possible to learn Rambam. And then my next opportunity, when I have a little break, to continue Rambam. That's my first goal, that during my free time to finish Rambam. So it takes putting it on your first priority for every day.
It's always been difficult to do 3 prakim, even reading it during overnight camp, during Yom Tov, somehow to find a way to get the 3 prakim done. This is even a bigger challenge to do it the right way. Once you make achlata, it happens. I'm sure the further steps I want to take are going to also just go on through, just like Kriyas Yamsuf. Once you're going to Har Sinai, you're going what the Rebbe wants, all the other obstacles fall away on the side.
What helps me on a daily level is to listen to Chabad.org, Rabbi Gordon, on Rambam, and he not only reads and translates all the halachas of the Rambam, but adds in stories and inspiration in the Rambam, and that he definitely gives me a lot of chayus and a geschmack in the Rambam.
The Maggid Shir I chose, Rabbi Gordon, he keeps it interesting. You know, once in a while he says, it looks like you guys are all sleeping. Let me tell a joke here or something. I get your attention again, bring you back in. That was good enough for me to keep me motivated.
When I took upon myself Rambam, it was 3 prakim, and I didn't know how I was going to do it. I wanted to do it. I wanted to be a part of that Basi Lagani. That's why it was important to me, and it made a world of difference in my life.
Anybody who wants to improve their life, whoever wants to see their parnasa improve, more brachas come in. Definitely I've seen extra brachas coming in. Without changing anything, it's all attributed to the Rambam. I can't find a different reason why it happened.
The Rambam is not just writing halachas for us to know what to do. He's also giving us a picture of what Yiddishkeit should look like when Mashiach comes, that we're able to fulfill all the mitzvahs in a complete shleimistic way. And once we have that, then we have the ultimate. We have the Gula Mitzvah Shlema.